Welcome everybody to Rewrite Your Reality. I am your host Reese, and today I wanted to discuss the mechanism in which reality is created, what that means, how manifesting works, and whether or not thoughts are doing anything, are they creating anything, what do you need to do in reality to actually manifest your dream life? You know, that kind of typical questions we all kind of experience time to time. So, where do we begin? Let's just say you have a dream, you have an idea, you have something that you want to achieve in your life, right? And starting now, in this frame of reality right now, the circumstances may look a certain way to you. They might look pleasing to you, as if everything's working out. Doesn't matter. It might seem as if the complete opposite is happening and your dream life is going way out there, and you need to do something to make it happen. This is where we typically get confused as to what to do. Then you start to think about, well, I'm imagining myself as I would like to be, with my understanding that all reality exists, and if all reality exists, anything that I'm imagining must have already existed prior to my imagining of it. So it's more memory of my higher self, of all of my identities. It's my higher self remembering all my identities, and the identity experiencing it as my higher self is experiencing that identity as that identity, remembering it, right? So when I'm remembering what's going on with my 3D world, how can I get my imagined world into my 3D world? How do I pull it in? You see, it depends where your focus is, and it depends how you consider what that focus and what you are imagining is. If you consider yourself the small version of yourself, right, then whatever it is you are imagining is going to be you trying to make something happen. But you always have this feeling, this thought, this underlying notion, you're the one that has to do something. I love Neville Goddard's distinction here, where he says basically, you can do nothing. From within the frame, you have absolutely no power whatsoever. You may as well be looking at a movie screen where you, the person knowing the movie, wants the character to do something else. It cannot do anything else. There's no alternative movie from where you are watching it from within the movie. The movie's shot already. The movie's shown already. You can have alternate versions of the movie, but that's kind of the point that I'm leaning toward. Where if you want a different movie of yourself, you just pick a different movie of yourself. But you have to have the self-concept of, I am the picker, I am the chooser, I am the creator, I am God, I am reality, I am all of reality simultaneously happening right now. That means any frame that I am aware of is happening right now. There's nothing I can do or need to do to bring it into my physical reality. I need only be aware of it. I need only absolutely and utterly accept that as I imagine myself being, doing, and having something, I am that identity being, doing, and having it. And I'm projecting that version of myself here and now in my three-dimensional reality. It is me. So no matter what frame I'm looking at, it's manifesting from the identity that I've chosen, that filter that I've chosen. Your identity is a filter of the rest of reality, manifesting your reality. But then you say, okay, well, where's my stuff? That's the most typical thing. Your stuff is within your awareness. That stuff is unfolding because you remember it already. Think about this. You couldn't watch the whole movie in one frame. You can see the entire movie in one frame, but you could not experience it. So whatever it is you are experiencing as that identity. See it as that identity. What would that identity be doing and having and feeling and thinking consciously about whatever it is you are experiencing? You don't have any choice in the thoughts that randomly come to you, but you have choice in how you're going to experience them. Are you the person that is living their dream life? Then these thoughts don't matter. They're not going to stop. Just because you're holding the person that you love in your arms does not mean those intrusive thoughts stop. You still that identity. And you can try this. You can imagine being with the person that you love, holding them, and those intrusive thoughts come up. What do you do? What do you feel? What do you say? What do you experience? How do you experience it? Let them be there. Let them go. It's not your life. The life is what you are imagining. So if you are imagining yourself letting go of those thoughts in that moment, that is exactly who you are. The person who lets go of those thoughts in the moment. Right? That's what you are bringing into your awareness. That's who you are being. So if you are being that identity, no matter what's going on in your three-dimensional world, and you just let it go because you know that's not your reality that you've chosen, it goes away because that's who you are. You've imagined yourself as this version you would like to be, free of all conditions, free of all circumstances, free of all thought, because you are awareness, and you can be aware of anything at any time. But you are not the one that physically or consciously brings it into the physical reality. That's not what you do. You are the chooser. You see, God cordoned off itself from itself, an entire version of itself from itself. You are that self. You are the entirety of God, cordoned off from God only through perception. Because you can't remove God from God. God cannot remove itself from itself. It can only create more of itself within itself. So you are a separate identity from God, but you are entirely God. You are the viewpoint of yourself in all of God's reality. Because you are God. The higher self that you are one with, that brings forth what you consciously put into your consciousness. What you consciously are having in the frame that you are observing. What are you observing in that frame? How are you observing that frame? I am God, I am consciousness, I am observing that frame from knowing that. Whatever I am observing in that frame is a memory of who I chose to be. Hope that's clear. So I'm going to draw it, just so you know. See, we typically see reality like this, right? We think that there's this, well, not think, we literally experience like that. We think there is this 3D world experience on this frame that we, of our frame of awareness that we have, right? That's the 3D world, yeah. And you exist in said frame, yeah? That's how we typically see things. And then when you close your eyes, you have another frame that you think. It's the same frame, but you're having another viewpoint from your higher self, which is you, as awareness. You go into your imagination, then we experience this, right? So you are simultaneously in the 3D world, imagining yourself in the 3D world, and you are simultaneously in your imagined world, imagining yourself in your imagined world. And you can do this quickly. You can just have your presumably your eyes are open. You are imagining yourself sitting in an imagined construct of 3D reality. And when you close your eyes, you are imagining the same thing. You think that it's your eyes closed and you are aware of what's going on because you can sense it. But you are, in fact, imagining everything that's going on while believing that you are thinking that you are in this 3D world. But it's one frame of awareness. That's how seamlessly you're doing it. What you truly are is this. I am. That's who you truly are. All of this is happening within you. All of the entirety of it. You see, this I am awareness is projecting your 3D world. It's projecting your imagination world. Right? This is the 1%. This is only 1%. This contains the 99%. Right? That contains the 99% of reality. So together, they completely make up your I am. What you can see in the physical world of appearances is only an image. It has no story behind it. What you see in your imagination is what you're calling forth as a story. But you have to understand is that everything unseen in your imagination also exists within you. because you are that I am awareness. And you contain an infinite number of frames that are strung together automatically as you string them together, as you imagine, where you are experiencing love, experiencing money, experiencing the health that you want, experiencing lack even. Right? You are experiencing all of that. It's all happening within you simultaneously as individualized frames of reality that your higher self is stringing together and creating a story for you in the three-dimensional world. So how do you get that here then? That's a typical thing, right? Like, who cares this? How do you get that thing here? Come on, get there. Right? Well, firstly, your I am awareness is projecting you. Your I am awareness is projecting you, but it's also projecting the frame. You can see that. So when you consciously identify with this thing, to yourself, frankly, right? And you say, okay, that don't matter. It's in my awareness. I'm changing what's in my awareness. I'm changing my story. I am the creator. I am that. And I can choose any story. So what I choose to be in my awareness is a story of love, health, and wealth. Right? I'm choosing that as my story. I'm choosing that as my story. And I'm projecting that into my frame of awareness. I'm feeling it. I'm sensing it. I'm accepting it as true. This is true for me. As you project it here, it's being projected here simultaneously. Because it's all one place. You are projecting it simultaneously. You think, okay, well, where's my stuff then? Here is the physical unfolding of every frame that you have now strung together. Here is the section of those frames that you choose to experience right now. Typically the heightened idea of experience of that frame. You know, you're in love, you're holding the person that you love. You're wealthy, you're paying for this thing that you want to pay for, that you just want to have. You're wealthy, you're running on the beach or something, whatever, right? You're experiencing that idea right now. But you see, all of these frames combined together don't typically have all those experiences. You're not going to call forth a mundane moment where you're just like existing. Because it happens, you feel that way. That's source, right? That's what this is for. That 3D reality that is projecting simultaneously is the nearly infinite number of frames, uncountable for a lifetime. It's projecting that at the same time. From the moment you call it forth, there's no lag, there's no waiting, there's no gap, there's no catching up, there's nothing. There's only a rearrangement of what it is that you have now conjured and desire and choose to experience as your physical life. That's it. I hope that's super clear. I really do. So that's who you are. When you call forth that in your imagination into your awareness, it's being called into all of your awareness simultaneously. So who are you? Are you the person that's saying, oh no, every time an intrusive thought comes into my mind, I need to actually rearrange myself to have what I want, or I have what I want and all of these intrusive thoughts literally mean nothing. These circumstances mean nothing. These appearances in reality mean nothing. Because all they're doing is pointing me back to choose who I am. And I just keep choosing who I am, continuing what's in my awareness. That is who you are. You are love, you are health, you are wealth, you are the chooser, you are the creator, you are fulfilled absolutely and completely. Every frame of reality exists within you right now. Those thoughts don't create reality. And why is that? Why don't those thoughts create reality? Very simple. The character is the person who experiences those thoughts. And as you have seen, no matter what you want the character to do, it can't do anything from the scene. So if it's the character that is experiencing those thoughts, if it's the character that is experiencing fear, they don't create because they're in the frame with you. They're in the frame of the 3D reality being experienced by the 3D identity. The 3D identity cannot create on its own. It can't do anything. Only the I am awareness that you are creates, but it creates by calling forth that which is already existing. Your higher self is that which puts it forth immediately. stringing together the entirety of what it is you desire from where you are right now. There's no time. There is literally the reality that you're in right now. That's it. How that unfolds for your physical senses to stop denying what it is not known by anyone in a 3D reality or even yourself. It's known by your higher self. So the choice becomes whether or not you trust yourself. You trust that you are the self, and you trust that that higher self is unfolding it for you. And it's not that, oh no, it didn't work out because my higher self wants me to have something better. That's nonsense. It's not that, oh, God has a higher plan for me. That's nonsense. It's not that circumstances were too much for me. That's nonsense. I am that which I imagine myself to be. Otherwise, I could not imagine myself to be it. That's all. I am who I am. I am your host, Reese. This is Reaction Reality. Thank you for the love, the gratitude, the infinitely grateful for it. Thank you for the subscribing, the likes, the sharing, the questions that I come forth in the other videos and the Facebook group and TikTok and all that. I have a Facebook group if you want to join and ask me stuff there, directly request things. I'll get on them as soon as I can. Grateful for all of you being here. Thank you. Much love. And I'll see you all in the next one. This is Reaction Reality, and take care. Love and light.